Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Meet Winfrey, my beautiful model for today, and here is the soft look we did on her. She's super young and super beautiful, so we kept the makeover very soft, really just highlighting her features. So here's the before and after side by side, and just in case you are wondering where you know Winfrey from, she's the current MBGN tourism. Anyway, on to the makeover. So the first thing I did was groom her eyebrows like I always do. So here I'm just threading her eyebrows, removing all the hair we don't want. I trimmed the hair on her brows as well. And after that, we can move on to the fun stuff. First thing on her skin is moisturizer. So here I'm moisturizing her skin with Creme Concentre from Embryollise. I'm applying that just loosely all over her face with a synthetic brush. Then I'm going to switch to my hands just to push the moisturizer into her skin. Next up, on the high point of her face, I'm applying an illuminating veil from Danessa NYX. So this goes mainly on the tops of her cheekbones, but I also applied that down the center of her nose and her forehead as well. Next up is foundation in her own shade, and I'm applying that all over her face with a damp beauty blender. Like I said, she has really good skin, so I'm really just lightly evening her skin tone, and this is the Mary Kay Medium Cover Foundation, in case you were wondering. That goes all over her face. I also went over her eyelids. This makeover is going to be very soft and very brief, so the foundation and powder is going to act as a primer. With her skin completely covered, now I'm going into contour, and I'm using Vision Cream Cover Foundation from Danessa NYX in a darker tone, and I'm just loosely applying this to everywhere you would want to contour. So under her cheekbones, the sides of her forehead, and down the sides of her nose as well. I'm using really loose brushes here, so they're kind of blending it in already as I apply. The first highlight I used is from AJ Crimson, and I'm applying that under her eyes. Under her eyes, center of her forehead, down her nose, and it's going to go on her chin as well. This synthetic brush is from the London Brush Company. I had a few people ask me about it on my last video. It's actually a brush for special effects, but I really like the shape, and so I bought it anyway. With the highlight in place, I'm now bouncing with my beauty blender to blend that into the foundation. So you can already kind of see the look coming together, but I still wanted to add more light to her face. I wanted to brighten the center of her face even more. So I'm going to go back in just under her eyes and a bit on her forehead with a lighter cream foundation, and this is the Banana Cream from AJ Crimson. I kept it really close to her eyes this time, both applying and even blending. I'm not pulling it out like I did the first one. Blend it in place and then set it immediately after with RCMA No Color Powder. The foundation is really soft and really creamy, so I like to set it as soon as I'm done blending. Once that's done, I wipe away all the excess no color powder, and now I'm setting her contour. I'm using Guerlian's Terra-cotta bronzer, and I'm just applying that everywhere we put the darker foundation. With that done, I'm now going in with her own shade of powder, and this one is LA Girl Pro Face Pressed Powder. Now we're on to her eyes. I'm filling in her brows now with J-Cat Perfect Brow Pencil. This is a really good, really cheap dupe to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. I already groomed her brows, so we're just filling in little gaps, making it a bit darker where we want it. And for the eyeshadows, well, her transition color actually isn't an eyeshadow. This is the same bronzer we used to contour her face. I wanted it really, really soft and believable, so that's why I used that. Then I darkened her crease a bit with Hot Chocolate eyeshadow from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Next up, I'm going to create a very soft cut crease. It's not really going to be a cut crease. It's not going to be super harsh. It's going to be very soft, but I am going to cut out the shape of her eyelids, blend that in, and then I'm going to blend the eyeshadows loosely, so it's not super bold. But yeah, cut her crease, blend the edges out so they're nice and soft. And then I'm just going to press the eyeshadow onto her eyelids. And here I'm using Sun-Kissed, or is it Sun Rays? This is from the Fenty Beauty Galaxy palette, and it's the gold shade. So I'm just pressing that into the cream base. This shadow is really shimmery, and you can get a lot of fallout, so that's why I'm actually using the cream base. Wipe away any fallout. I put down some extra no color powder right under her eyes to catch the fallout. Make sure you do that if you're using this palette. Next, I lined her upper lash line with Epic Ink Liquid Liner from NYX. Human hair lashes from Creme. These are in DW. They're demi wispies. Next up is some mascara. This is L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara, and I'm applying that with an old wand on her own lashes on top and at the bottom. I'm keeping the look really soft, so on her lower lash line I'm only applying some dark brown eyeshadow, and we're on to the lips. I lined her lips with brown pencil from Cherymonya. Then I'm going to blend the liner in towards the center of her lip. Then I'll fill the center of her lip with Magnolia Makeup Lipstick in Toots or Totes. I never really learned how to pronounce this shade. It's bright pink, no, like a baby pink, like a bright baby pink. Blend that into the lip liner, and then I applied some feathered lip tint from OCC to the center and blended that out again just to soften the lip and make it nice and pretty and flirty, as you see. Her highlighter is from Hourglass. I applied that to the tops of her cheeks and right under her brow bones as well. Cargo blush on the apples of her cheeks, and she is good to go. Here is a look at her makeover again, before and after. She is so beautiful. No wonder she's a beauty queen. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you catch up on our other videos and hit subscribe if you haven't already. See you next week.